Every week we talk about the new films opening in theaters that week, brought to you by our good friends at AMC Theaters. Now on Tuesday we talked to you about one of the films opening this week, Vacation, and now we're talking about the other one, the Tom Cruise aforementioned Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. So Ashley, tell us about it.
The second major film hitting AMC theaters this week is the Tom Cruise movie Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. With the IMF now disbanded and Ethan Hunt, played by Tom Cruise, out in the cold, a new threat called the Syndicate soon emerges. The Syndicate is a network of highly skilled operatives who are dedicated to establishing a new world order via an escalating series of terrorist attacks. Faced with what may be the most impossible mission yet, Ethan gathers his team and joins forces with Ilsa Faust, a disavowed British agent who may or may not be a member of this deadly rogue nation. Christian, should people be heading out to see Mission Impossible Rogue Nation this weekend?
Absolutely. If you haven't watched mine and John's review on this on Tuesday, I believe when we did it, it's you should check that out. But we'll kind of cover a lot of the same points here.
Yeah.
There are some movies that you say, you catch this movie on cable when it comes out, or or get it on Blu-ray. This is a movie that should be seen in theaters. It is everything you want from a summer blockbuster action film, but it's also everything you want from a spy film. It combines all the great elements from the Bourne trilogy, meets James Bond, Tom Cruise, never better, and the woman who plays Ilsa Faust is great as well too. There's so much great in Mission Impossible that I actually think that it's better than the last, and it's very hard for a franchise to keep getting better. 3 was better than 2, 4 was better than 3, and now 5 is better than 4.
Yeah, I completely agree. This movie knocked my socks off. It is a great summer movie. I personally think it's the best of the Mission Impossible franchise. There's an argument to be made that maybe it's the best summer film we've had this year. For me, it's a close competition between it and Ant-Man for me personally. It's just a fabulous, fun film that they were so confident in. And they said, it was supposed to be released like 4 months from now. They said, screw it, let's move it up 4 months and let's put this thing out in summer. And I am so glad they did. So yeah, I think you need to run out and see this thing.
Fine, I'll go see the movie. Jeez, this movie kills it. It gets everything right. And as somebody who loved Ghost Protocol like I did, when he's on top of that building, it's like, how can you possibly follow that? They not only follow that, they follow it quickly. They don't waste time in this movie. This thing opens and boom, you are in it seeing Tom Cruise do crazy things that'll probably get him killed one of these days. Until that happens, I want this guy, like we talked about earlier, to keep cranking out Mission Impossibles because it's such a great blend of action and comedy. Simon Pegg in these movies is such a great, not just comic relief anymore. He actually is a member of the team, and for him to be able to pepper in jokes and not take away from the story or the action and the way that everybody else works, the addition of Alec Baldwin and Rebecca Ferguson too, it's just everything coalesced into one giant ball of fun popcorn for me. And then Tom Cruise is just still such a movie star. Like, this movie maybe is a tiny bit too long as a film, but as a fan of these movies, I wanted it to go on another 3 hours. I just wanted it to keep going. It's so much fun, guys. Go see it.
It's got a great ending. It's got a
really
great ending.
Yeah.
We often complain about a lot of summer films. And it peters off a little bit at the end. How many times do we say that? And this is a great ending.
And a great villain.
And a very solid villain. Yeah. So yes, go out and see it.